Imagine finding a nickel in your pocket, ordinary, right? But what if that nickel wasn't worth 5 cents? What if it was worth up to $8 million? Sounds unbelievable. Well, stay with me because the 1985 P. Monticello Jefferson nickel could be your golden ticket. This nickel may look like the loose change rattling around your car, but hidden within its design lies a rare minting error that transforms it into a fortune. And here's the thing, this isn't just any nickel. It's a piece of American history, and collectors are willing to pay life-changing amounts to own one. The question is, could you be holding one right now? Let's break down what makes this coin so valuable, how to identify it, and most importantly, how you can cash in if you have one sitting unnoticed in your home. Now, before you go flipping through every nickel in your house, let's talk about why the 1985 P. Jefferson nickel stands out. The P mint mark signifies it was struck at the Philadelphia Mint, but not all 1985 nickels are created equal. What sets this coin apart are the rare minting errors and pristine condition that elevate its value from pocket change to millions. One of the most valuable errors: the elusive doubled die strike. This happens when the coin is struck twice by mistake, creating a doubled image. If your 1985 P nickel has doubled lettering on Monticello or 5 cents, you might be sitting on a hidden fortune. And trust me, collectors are willing to break the bank for a flawless specimen with this error, but here's the catch: the clock is ticking. As more people become aware of these rare nickels, the market is getting hotter, and prices are skyrocketing. Miss your chance now, and you could be leaving millions on the table. And it's not just about errors. The condition of your coin is everything. Collectors and auction houses pay premiums for nickels graded MS-65 or higher. What does that mean? If your coin has sharp details, no major scratches, and a glossy finish, you could be in business. Just imagine, a simple coin tucked away in a jar could be the key to your financial freedom. And if you're wondering, what if my nickel isn't perfect? Even coins in lower grades with errors can still fetch thousands. So, before you spend that nickel on a cup of coffee, take a closer look. It might be the most expensive mistake you ever make. Here's a real-life example: a 1985 P. Jefferson nickel with a dramatic double die recently sold for nearly $8 million at auction. That's right, $8 million. Just think about what you could do with that kind of money. Pay off your mortgage, retire early, or finally take that dream vacation. So, how do you know if your nickel is the jackpot? Simple. Grab a magnifying glass and inspect the lettering and Monticello image carefully. Look for signs of doubling or any unusual features. If you spot something odd, it's time to get your coin professionally graded by a reputable service like PCGS or NGC. That small investment in grading could unlock a life-changing payday. And hey, even if you don't find $1 million nickel today, there are still thousands of other rare coins floating around in everyday circulation. Your next trip to the grocery store could be the moment you strike gold. So, don't just let your change collect dust. Check your 1985 P. Jefferson nickels now, because the opportunity won't last forever. Who knows? Your next nickel could be the key to an $8 million windfall. But only if you act fast. And if you want to discover even more rare and valuable coins hiding in plain sight, make sure to stick around. Your fortune could be closer than you think. Nickel in your pocket that could be worth up to $7 million. Yes, you heard that right, $7 million. Now, what if I told you that this isn't just a fantasy? The 1988 D Mint Mark Monticello Jefferson nickel is turning everyday pocket change into life-changing fortunes, and you might be holding one without even knowing it. Before you rush to check your coin jar, let me explain why this nickel is so valuable. Not all 1988 D Jefferson nickels are worth millions, but a rare variety with a critical error is sending collectors into a frenzy. And here's the kicker: if you miss one tiny detail, you could be passing up a fortune. So, what makes this coin so special? It all comes down to a rare minting error known as a full steps strike. Normally, Jefferson nickels show wear and blurring on the Monticello building, but on the rarest and most valuable versions, you can see all 5 or 6 steps clearly and distinctly. These full steps indicate a perfect strike, and collectors are willing to pay unimaginable amounts for them. But there's a twist: not every full steps nickel is created equal, and one small variation could mean the difference between pocket change and millions. Take a moment and imagine what $7 million could do for you. A new house. A dream vacation. Financial freedom. This isn't just about a nickel, it's about unlocking a future you never thought possible. But if you don't know what to look for, you might let your fortune slip right through your fingers. Now, let's break down exactly how to identify a 1988 de Monticello Jefferson nickel that could change your life. First, flip the coin over and focus on Monticello. Do you see 5 or 6 clear, unbroken steps at the base of the building? If you do, you might be holding a gold mine. But wait, there's an even rarer twist that makes this coin truly extraordinary. Some 1988 D nickels were struck with a misalignment during the minting process, leading to a double die error. This subtle duplication often appears around Jefferson's eye and the inscriptions. If you spot both the full steps and signs of doubling, your nickel could be one of the rarest in existence. You might be wondering, why would anyone pay millions for a nickel? The answer is simple. Coin collectors are obsessed with perfection and scarcity. When an error coin combines both, its value skyrockets. And because most people don't even know to look for these details, the competition is low, meaning your odds of striking it rich are higher than you think. But here's the urgent truth: these rare coins are disappearing into private collections every day. The longer you wait to check your change, the harder it becomes to find one in the wild. Someone else could be pocketing a fortune while you're letting it slip away. Picture this. One day, you cash in your spare change, completely unaware you just handed over $1 million nickel. That gut-wrenching feeling of missing out could haunt you forever. Don't let that be your story. So, how do you cash in if you find one? First, verify your coin with a professional grading service like PCGS or NGC. They will authenticate and grade your nickel, giving you proof of its value. Once verified, you can sell it through major auction houses, where eager collectors will bid fiercely for a chance to own a piece of numismatic history. And here's a shocking fact to leave you with: in 2023, a collector paid nearly $7 million for a rare nickel just like this. That means right now, your next trip to the grocery store could hold the key to unimaginable wealth. So, what are you waiting for? Go check your change. Your financial breakthrough might be sitting quietly in your pocket, waiting to be discovered. And remember, every coin tells a story, but only the rarest ones can change your life forever. Will you be the next to uncover a hidden fortune? Only to discover it's worth up to $6 million. Sounds unbelievable, right? But the truth is, a rare 1989 P. Monticello Jefferson nickel has stunned the coin-collecting world with its extraordinary value. And if you're not checking your spare change, you could be letting a life-changing fortune slip right through your fingers. But what makes this coin so valuable? And how can you tell if you're holding on to a jackpot? Stay with me, because in the next few minutes, I'm going to reveal exactly what to look for, the hidden errors that make these nickels worth millions, and how you could turn an everyday coin into a small fortune. First, let's talk about the 1989 P. Jefferson nickel itself. This coin was minted in Philadelphia, hence the P. mint mark. At first glance, it looks just like any other nickel. But certain rare errors and variations have made collectors willing to pay astronomical sums. And yes, we're talking millions. One of the most valuable errors to look for: the dramatic double die strike. This happens when the coin is accidentally struck twice by the minting press, creating a noticeable and rare doubling effect on the inscriptions and Monticello design. If your 1989 P nickel shows this kind of error, you could be sitting on a literal gold mine, or should I say, a nickel mine. And here's where it gets even more exciting. Some of these double die error nickels have sold for jaw-dropping amounts at auction. In fact, one pristine specimen commanded nearly $6 million due to its rarity and impeccable condition. Now, imagine finding that in your coin jar. That little container of spare change could be your ticket to financial freedom. But before you rush to check every nickel in sight, you need to know exactly what to look for. Focus on the word Monticello on the reverse side of the coin. If the letters appear doubled or blurred, you might just be holding a rare treasure. And here's a pro tip: use a magnifying glass to inspect the fine details. The most valuable errors are often hidden in plain sight. Now, you might be wondering, what makes collectors pay millions for these errors? It's all about scarcity and demand. Only a handful of these error coins are known to exist, which drives their value through the roof. Combine that with the thrill of owning a piece of minting history, and you've got a recipe for record-breaking prices. And here's something you probably didn't expect: even nickels in less than perfect condition can fetch thousands of dollars. So, don't overlook a coin just because it looks worn. In the world of rare coins, imperfections can mean big money. Now, let's address the million-dollar question: how do you cash in if you find one? First, authenticate your coin. Reach out to professional grading services like PCGS or NGC. They can verify your coin's authenticity and grade its condition. And here's a key insider tip: higher grades mean higher paydays. So, if your nickel is in mint or near mint condition, you could be looking at life-changing sums. Once you have your coin authenticated, your next move is to sell it through a reputable auction house specializing in rare coins. This ensures your treasure reaches the right buyers willing to pay top dollar. And don't worry, these auction houses handle everything, making the process smooth and secure. But here's the catch: time is of the essence. As more people become aware of these rare coins, their value could either skyrocket or stabilize. That means the window of opportunity is open right now, but it won't stay open forever. The question is, will you seize this chance or let it slip away? Just imagine how your life could change overnight. A simple nickel transforming into millions, a new house, early retirement, or the freedom to live life on your terms. And it all starts with checking your spare change.so. The next time you come across a 1989 P Monticello Jefferson nickel, don't underestimate it. Your financial breakthrough might already be in your hands. The only thing left is to take action. Because while others wait, the bold ones cash in. Now, are you going to be the person who lets a potential $6 million coin go unnoticed? Or will you be the one who changes your life forever? The choice is yours, and your next nickel might just be the one to do it. But that's the shocking reality of the rare 1996 D Mint Mark Monticello Jefferson nickel. And here's the kicker: one tiny detail could mean the difference between pocket change and life-changing fortune. So, what makes this coin so special? Stay with me, because by the end of this video, you'll know exactly what to look for, and how to cash in on this once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. Let's dive into the fascinating world of the 1996 D Jefferson nickel. At first glance, it looks like any other nickel you'd find rolling around in your car. But beneath the surface lies a secret that has collectors scrambling to get their hands on it. The U.S. Mint produced millions of these coins, but a rare error during the minting process created a handful of nickels that are unlike anything else. These error coins are so valuable that a single specimen recently sold for nearly $5 million at auction. But what kind of error could make a simple nickel worth more than a luxury mansion? The answer lies in a misprint on the Monticello design. Some 1996 D nickels feature a striking anomaly in the lettering, doubling on Jefferson's portrait, or even a rare full-step Monticello detail. These seemingly small imperfections are what drive collectors wild, and when two wealthy bidders face off in a high-stakes auction, prices skyrocket. Now, before you run to check your coin jar, let's break down exactly what to look for. First, examine the Monticello building on the reverse side of the coin. If you see a clear, full set of steps, 5 or 6 perfectly visible lines, you could be holding a jackpot. This is known as the full steps designation, and it's one of the rarest and most sought-after errors, and that's just the beginning. Another major sign is doubling on Jefferson's face or the lettering. This happens when the coin is struck more than once, creating a shadow-like effect. These double die errors can increase a nickel's value exponentially. So, if you spot any unusual markings, don't ignore them. You might be sitting on a goldmine. Think this sounds too good to be true? Well, consider this. Many people throw these valuable nickels away without realizing their worth. It's like tossing a winning lottery ticket in the trash. And here's the scary part, these rare errors are becoming harder to find every day. Collectors are snatching them up, which means the window of opportunity is closing fast. So, how do you cash in if you find one? First, protect your coin. Avoid cleaning it or handling it too much, even a small scratch can lower its value. Next, get it authenticated by a reputable grading service like PCGS or NGC. This step is crucial if you want to sell for top dollar. Once verified, you can list your coin at major auction houses where serious collectors are willing to pay jaw-dropping prices. And here's something you won't want to miss, there could be even more valuable nickels hiding in plain sight. Rare minting errors aren't limited to the 1996 D Jefferson nickel. Coins from other years and mints could also be worth a fortune if you know what to look for. But you'll only find them if you stay informed. So, before you spend another nickel, take a closer look. That loose change in your drawer might just be your ticket to financial freedom. Imagine turning a simple 5-cent piece into a multi-million-dollar windfall. It's happening to others, why not you? But time is of the essence. With each passing day, these rare coins become even rarer. Don't let this opportunity slip through your fingers, and if you want to learn about more hidden treasures that could be hiding in your home, make sure to subscribe. I reveal the rarest, most valuable coins and how to sell them for life-changing amounts. Your journey to wealth could start with the next coin you check. So, what are you waiting for? Go check your nickels, your fortune could be waiting for you right now. Yes, you heard that right. One small coin. Life-changing wealth. But here's the catch, most people don't even realize they have one. And every second that passes, you could be sitting on a jackpot without even knowing it. So, how do you know if you own this million-dollar treasure? And why is this particular nickel worth a staggering $4 million? Stay with me, because what you learn next might just make you rich beyond your wildest dreams. To understand the value of the 1999 D Monticello nickel, you need to know the secrets hidden in plain sight. It all starts with a rare minting error. You see, back in 1999, the Denver Mint produced millions of Jefferson nickels. But not all nickels are created equal. A tiny mistake during the minting process transformed a few of these ordinary nickels into priceless rarities, and here's where things get interesting. Some of these nickels display a rare doubling effect, especially on the word Monticello and 5 cents. This error, known as a double die, is what sets these coins apart from the rest. Collectors are obsessed with finding these anomalies, and they are willing to pay a fortune for the privilege. Imagine trading a nickel for a luxury car, or even a mansion. Sounds crazy? Well, it's happening right now in the rare coin market, and if you think these rare coins are hard to find, think again. Many people come across them in spare change, old jars of coins, or even hidden away in forgotten collections. The real question is, have you checked your nickels lately? Now, here's where things get serious. Not all errors are created equal, and the value of your 1999 di Monticello nickel depends on specific details. Pay close attention to the word Monticello. If you notice any doubling, smudging, or unusual marks, you might be looking at a life-altering fortune. And here's the kicker: the more pronounced the error, the higher the value. Some of these rare nickels have fetched prices of $10,000, $50,000, and even $4 million at auctions. Think about that for a moment. $4 million. That's financial freedom. That's paying off your mortgage, retiring early, or taking that dream vacation you always wanted. All from a nickel most people overlook. But let me ask you this: would you recognize a $1 million coin if you held it in your hand? Most people wouldn't. And that's why so many of these valuable nickels slip through the cracks. Don't let that happen to you. If you're wondering how to verify your 1999 di Monticello nickel, it's simpler than you think. Grab a magnifying glass and inspect the coin carefully. Look for any doubling on the lettering or signs of misalignment. And if you find something unusual, don't wait. Get your coin evaluated by a professional grading service immediately. Every second counts, because the longer you wait, the higher the risk that these rare nickels get snatched up by collectors who know exactly what to look for. And here's a wild thought: what if you already spent one of these rare nickels without realizing it? Imagine handing over a potential fortune for a cup of coffee. It's enough to make you want to check every coin in your possession, right? By now, you might be asking yourself, why is this nickel so valuable? The answer lies in rarity and demand. The fewer rare nickels in circulation, the more valuable they become. And with the buzz surrounding the 1999 di Monticello nickel, prices are skyrocketing. Every new discovery drives collectors into a frenzy, pushing the value higher and higher. But here's the real twist: experts believe there are still undiscovered 1999 di Monticello nickels out there, waiting to be found. And one of them could be hiding in your home right now. The question is, will you be the one to find it? So, what are you waiting for? Take action today. Check your loose change, search old coin collections, and don't overlook those nickels. The next time you hold a 1999 di Monticello Jefferson nickel, remember, you could be holding the key to a multi-million-dollar fortune. And wouldn't you rather find that out now, than wonder about the fortune that slipped through your fingers?